So a lot of people have been criticizing the Game Awards. A lot of people.
What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the Dread Pirate Dr. Disaster, and we are gradually taking back gaming culture. The strides that we have made in this year alone have been profound, but one thing's for sure.
This video is cooked, bro. I love it. This is amazing.
The swamp of video gaming was always going to fight back.
Jesus Christ!
As an example, quite a while ago, Stuttering Craig from the Side Scrollers podcast decided to arrange his own video game award show to compete with the jackassery that we see every year in the Game Awards, so that games like Stellar Blade, as an example, which is amazing and quite popular, but offends the sensibilities of these screeching harpy feminists who
I don't think that it's fair to say that it offends their sensibilities because it implies that they have sensibilities. They don't. They have feelings, and their feelings are wrong.
have infested the industry in Stuttering Craig's real game awards, titles like Stellar Blade would have an actual shot at recognition.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
But now, information has come out showing that Jeff Keighley, the host and executive producer of the Game Awards, that guy is attempting to trademark the words Game Awards so that nobody else.
I think that Jeff should be able to trademark his show. I don't think that Game Awards is specific enough for him to be able to trademark it. I think he needs to come up with a name that is longer and more unique, because this is like it's like you're trademarking water. You're trademarking something else, right? It's way too broad of a definition. I think that he needs to trademark something, but this is too broad of a term. The Jeff Awards. Yeah, that's what they need to call it. You know, the Jeff of the, you know, the Jeff for, you know, fucking Game of the Year goes to Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, Jeff's Jeff Awards.
Else can host an award show with those words in the title. Clearly,
it's crazy.
These people are uncomfortable with competition because they know damn well that the awards they hand out often fly in the face of what actual gamers like.
I'm gonna speak up for Jeff Keighley here, and I'm gonna criticize him a lot in this video. But when the OTK Game Awards, we decided to start doing our show, Jeff Keighley reached out to me, and he actually worked with our team at the time and helped us make the show better. And he's been nothing but positive and supportive for our Game Awards show and our Game Expos. So I don't even think that's the reason. I think Jeff Keighley just simply wants to monetize his brand of the Game Awards, and he needs to make sure that in order to do that, he has that brand defined in a way that's trademarked. This is traditional business behavior. I just think that the trademark that he's going for is too broad. And so I have personal experience of Jeff not doing that. So, yeah, I mean, and by the way, keep in mind, probably the rest of the video will be criticism. But that's it.
As an arm of the Access Media crowd, they put a premium on spreading their progressive messaging as opposed to entertaining gamers, so that the disconnect between gamers and the games that receive awards is really frickin' pronounced.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Farce.
No, it would have never happened. He would have been rushed off stage halfway through that.
It's a total fabrication.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
This is the actual guy? Who is this guy? This is so stupid. I love it. This reminds me of YouTube before you could get paid for making YouTube videos. You know? People that are just in it for the love of the game. Man. He's an Adeptus Mechanicus? Oh, from fucking where? Yeah. You're right.
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter or X, or whatever you want to refer to it as these days. I keep a list on there of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference. My handle over there is Dr. Disaster 1.
All right.
But anyways, let's see what's going on here with the Game Awards drama. Just as a side note, I'm going to let these images of Eve from Stellar Blade play in the background here as I discuss this, because I know that the sewer monsters in all the HR departments across the video game industry just appreciate this kind of imagery so much. So, this is for them. But, in any event, it just came to all of our attention that this Jeff Keighley character is trying like hell to essentially monopolize video game award ceremonies, because it would be pretty damn...
I don't even think that he's trying to monopolize it. As I said before, I just think he's trying to trademark his brand. And he should just go for a more broad trademark. I've said that 4 times now, right? So it's pretty obvious. I do think that, so this is a bigger issue that I feel like the Game Awards have had for a while. And the last Game Awards that I felt like was for the gamers, and this is a vibe check, by the way, pure vibe check. It was the Game Awards where Christopher Judge had the 8-minute speech. And then after that, obviously, they're like, okay, well, now you're going to have a time limit on it and everything else, because it felt like it was authentic. It felt like it was real and raw and cool. Like 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. But I feel like the year that Baldur's Gate won, and then, was it that year? It might have been another year. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, it might have actually been some other event prior to that. I don't remember exactly. Anyway. The issue is that a lot of people are getting rushed off stage. They're not able to fully do their speeches. And then the other issue, of course, is that I feel like Jeff Keighley is trying to make the Game Awards credible in the eyes of mainstream media and mainstream entertainment. And the reason why I say that is because, like, for example, he put a number of publications that I don't think represent gamers at all on the panel for deciding which games win the awards these years. Places like LA Times, like Variety, like Pride. These people are, you know, in some cases, like with Pride, like this is an ideological, group of people that their goal is to push an ideology. It's not about video games. It's about making sure this ideology happens. And I think it's very weird. And ultimately, like, if you take a step back and you ask the question, do these people accurately represent you as a gamer? I think the answer to that is no, they don't. I don't think that these groups do not represent me. And I think in so many cases that is true. So, and I think that Jeff is trying to, like, legitimize the Game Awards in a way that makes it less authentic to, I would say, players. And here's the thing. The movie and the television and music industry put together, I think it actually just might be movies and television, is smaller than video gaming. Video gaming now is fucking gigantic. So don't build this amazing thing that literally probably over 1 million people watch, if not more. Don't build it just to capitulate and grovel under people that really, I mean, they're the ones that are falling off. They're the ones that people don't give a shit about as much anymore. Now, gaming is super fucking popular. And I think that people feel like there's a degree of not even really dishonesty with that, but just like weirdness. So yeah, look what Paul is saying. Yeah, sure. Video gaming is way bigger revenue. Yeah, exactly. The Game Awards already gets more views than the Oscars. I don't know if that's true or not. But what I am saying is that the Game Awards, it's a massive show, and I don't want to see Jeff Keighley disrespect all of the great work he's done just to capitulate to Hollywood. You've built this, man. Like, they're coming to your show. They want to be on your show. Why is that? It's because people are watching it.
Hard to host an award show for video games without the words game and awards in the title. Now, I'm no lawyer, so take what I say here with a grain of salt. But this isn't like the Oscars or the Grammys, where the names of those award shows are very specific. Those aren't generic words like Game Awards. So, in my mind, in the spirit of trademarking law, it actually makes sense that those two award shows, as an example, have been able to trademark their names. But the title of the Game Awards is extremely generic, using words which proliferate our language when talking about this topic to an extreme degree.
He's right.
I'd love to be able to say that this is why the process of getting the Game Awards trademarked has taken so long, because it looks like they began this trademarking process all the way back at the beginning of the year. But
as far as I know, this shit takes a long time to do anyway. So I don't think that really says a whole lot, but, you know, maybe.
Truth, trademarking usually does take a year or so. What seems very clear, however, is the fact that this absolute clown show of an awards ceremony needs to be taken down several pegs. These people simply aren't gamers. They're cheerleaders for
like, don't bring in people that aren't gamers to, because like the show, the Game Awards is made for gamers. That's why all of the advertisements in the Game Awards are video games. It's because the target audience are people that play video games. That's the reason why. Everybody fucking knows this. So if you're going to do that, just be outward with it. Make a game, make a show for gamers.
Corporate AAA studios that are trying to shovel shit into our faces and call it entertainment. They have no idea what the customer...
In case you guys didn't know, they're adding 2B into this game pretty soon.
...in this industry want. As a prime example, look at this crap here. These morons are now allowing DLC to be a part of the show. So
I don't know if this is some sort of like fucking like weird thing, but I think that categorically DLC is not a game. Because you cannot play a DLC. So it is fundamentally not a game. You need something else to play it. It needs another game to play that. So I don't think DLC, just by the definition of what is a game, it is an expansion on a game. It is not a game in itself. I don't think it should be qualified. It's semantics. Yeah, but I could also say, well, they shouldn't do that because new games should have a chance too. Like, I can make a, I don't know, like just a value-based argument, or I can make a weird, fucking semantics argument. Whichever one you want to go with, that's fine.
Theoretically, DLC could win Game of the Year. The FAQ for the Game Awards says this: the Game Awards aims to recognize the best creative and technical work each year.
Nothing says creative like a remake.
Irrespective of the format of that content's release. Expansion packs, new game seasons, DLCs, remakes, and remasters are eligible in all categories if the jury deems the new creative and technical work to be worthy of nomination. Factors such as the newness of the content and its price/value should be taken into consideration. And I'm pretty sure the only reason they're doing this is because 2024 has been a wretched year for AAA gaming. But this decision to allow DLC and new game seasons and shit like that means that the Shadow of the Earth...
Imagine if like a Fortnite season won Game of the Year. That would be really fucking funny. I gotta say, like, I almost want that to happen just for the memes.
Expansion for the Elden Ring is actually eligible to be called the Game of the Year, and you could argue very convincingly in my mind that under this paradigm it absolutely should win the award.
Yeah, sure.
But what really shows the disconnect between these jackasses who run this show and actual gamers is the so-called jury that they use to determine...
This is the problem right here. Look at this.
...who wins the award. Over on the Game Awards FAQ site, under How Are Winners Selected, it says, winners are determined by a blended vote between the voting jury, which counts for 90% of the decision, and public fan voting, which is only 10%. So basically, our opinion means nothing, which is more evident when you look at the list of groups that make up the jury. This is an image of the list of the Game Awards jury.
Oh.
I had to pull it off of social media because the Game Awards scrubbed it, supposedly, off of their
They
site.
took it off because they knew that people didn't like it. Why are you taking it off? Why? What is this? Like, if...
Once they began to get some criticism, because that's what these sort of cowards do. But look at that list. IGN, Inverse, the LA Times.
NPR? I want to have NPR decide what game of the year is? No, I don't. I want like 5 fat guys that work in a card shop in Wisconsin to tell me what the game of the year is. I immediately trust them infinitely more than NPR. They never steer you wrong. They know what's good. Probably give Dwarf Fortress game of the year.
PC Gamer, Polygon, The Verge, NPR, Game Rant. These are the people who look down their noses at all of us lowly plebs. These are the people who call gamers bigots anytime we criticize their buddies in the corporate AAA gaming spaces. There's no good reason for these people to actually be able to dictate to us what is good and what is not. It is beyond evident that we need an alternative to this sham of an award show, and I don't
think that we need an alternative. Like, I mean, if people want to make another Game Awards, that's fine. I think they should be able to. I'm making my own Game Awards. It's called the Shame Awards. I'm very excited. I don't know if do I still have the list on here? Ah, fuck. No, I don't have it. I'm sorry. There's so many other things I put up there. Yes, we are doing the Shame Awards. I'm hoping to do it next month. I need to talk to some people about sponsors. I think I can put the show on for under $10,000. Maybe $20,000. So like, I mean, I'll be honest, I can pay for that, right? But I would like to be paid for it instead. So we'll see what happens. Get dick pill sponsorships? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Crowdfund? No, I don't need you guys' money. Like, no, I can do it for myself.
Endorse what Stuttering Craig is doing. The fact that they are fighting back like this just goes to show that Stuttering Craig is getting to them. Hopefully this trademarking situation doesn't actually go through, but even if it does, you know, we just need to pivot. We need to find a different name that works for a Game Award show, and we need to keep moving forward.
The real Game Awards.
But I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this Game Awards situation? Drop those thoughts into the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew.
Yeah,
Life
I do.
As a space
He's
pirate
funny.
May
I'm gonna
not
link you guys
be
the video.
glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.
Yeah, the game. Bro, I can make my own. It's the Game Awards. No, guys, like, we're not doing that again. Okay, I'm not getting in trouble anytime soon. So I'm gonna try to be a very good boy and not cause any trouble. I must be the old Jim Sterling. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But there's the video. Give it a like. Give the guy a sub. He's got 80,000 subs, and you know, I think he should have more. But man,